Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis, the most hyped up and anticipated fight in influencer boxing history, ended in pure and utter disappointment. I mean, if I'm being all the way honest with y'all, this is probably the weakest fight I've ever watched. Like, I genuinely feel bad for the people who are crazy enough to spend their hard-earned money on pay-per-views and tickets to go to this event just to watch this lame-ass fight unfold. But don't get me wrong, I can completely understand why those people would spend their money on pay-per-views and on tickets to go to the event because of the build-up leading to this fight. However, I'm sorry to inform you, but you wasted your money. But let's be real, you already fucking knew that. So for starters, let's just talk about the fight. So for those of you who remember the press conference and the face-to-face and all these podcasts, Dillon Danis' big plan was to tire out Logan. And I thought that's what he was doing the first couple of rounds. Right? He didn't come out swinging all wild. He kept his guard up. It seemed like he had like a little bit of a strategy going on. But then I looked up and 2 rounds had gone by. And this man, Dillon Danis, did not throw one punch. And you know the fight is only 6 rounds. And this dude threw 0 punches for the first 2 out of 6. So now I'm just looking like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Bro, I understand that your game plan is to tire him out. You want to gas him out, make him spend all his energy. But my guy, you gotta throw some punches. You can have your game plan, but was not throwing punches part of the game plan too? Then in the 3rd round, he finally threw a couple of punches, you know, a couple of jabs here and there. But it's like by that point, he pretty much lost the fight, at least in terms of points. And this same trend kind of went on the entire fight. Logan's throwing the majority of the punches. Dillon keeps his guard up the whole time, barely throws any punches, does a little taunting, and that's it for 6 straight rounds. Then the fight finally ended. But you know what's even crazier about this shit? The ending of the fight was a lot more exciting than the actual fight itself. Because at the end, Dillon falls on the ground. Logan throws a couple of punches at him while he's on the ground. Dillon kicks his feet up. Then they run over at each other. Then the security rushes the ring, and this becomes some big all-out brawl at the end of the damn match. Like, why do I gotta watch 30 minutes of y'all doing nothing just for the end to be exciting? And then there are the fight stats. And like, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you what the fight stats were. So I'm gonna show you. But apparently, Logan landed 108 punches and Dillon only landed 16. 108 to 16. How does that even happen? And you know what's even crazier about that? Logan landed more punches than Dillon threw. Dillon in total threw 70 punches. Logan landed 108. Like, how does that even happen? How does somebody land more punches than you throw? I mean, bro, like, what the fuck was that fight? You mean to tell me I spent the last 2.5 months hyped up, anticipating, getting ready? I was like, bro, they finna go at it. It's gonna be all out war out there. They really gonna settle this beef. This was little more than a friendly sparring match. I mean, you would just think with all the beef, all the trash talk, all the Twitter battles, all the things going back and forth. I mean, let's just go over the build up to this fight. So the fight is announced. Dillon then begins to post all these pictures. So on Logan Paul's fiance, Nina Agdal, all these other guys like Leonardo DiCaprio and all these other celebrities. We already know that, right? And then Dillon even finds these embarrassing videos of Nina and continues to post picture and video day after day after day, literally all the way up to the fight, right? Then there was the lawsuit where Nina sued him for all this money. And then you even think about the press conference. That was pretty crazy too. Dillon showed up in the same hat that Logan Paul wore when he was in the Japanese forest. Logan made that cake of Dillon to represent what it would look like when he gets knocked out. And then it all got crazy. You know, tables was flipping, bottles was being thrown. The security was all over the stage. I mean, it really got you really hyped up for the fight. Then there was the face-to-face where they went back and forth. They was shooting all these jabs at each other. And then the other day, Thursday and Friday, they had the face-offs. And the face-off, as we all know, got pretty crazy because there was security everywhere. Things was being thrown. And the fight almost got canceled and almost got called off. Well, not canceled. They would have had somebody else switch for Logan because Dillon threw a mic at Logan's face and it cut him on the side of his face. So we didn't even know if Logan was going to be able to fight Saturday. But he showed up the next day so he could do the face-to-face in the cage. And he had this little mask on. This was all the build-up, all the hype, all the trash talk, all this beef. I mean, you getting lawsuits and Twitter battles, expose pictures and videos of your fiance, like big brawls at press conferences and all the podcasts, and everything was riding on this fight, bro. Just for this big, gigantic, massive beef to end in a snooze fest of a fight, bro. Like, what the fuck was that? And overall, all, to me, this is just a big L for Dillon Danis. I mean, I've been seeing people all over Twitter, Instagram, just roasting him nonstop, basically saying he's a Twitter warrior, a keyboard warrior, saying he's all bark, no bite, and that's what it kind of looks like. He talked so much shit on the lead up to this fight, at the face-to-face, at the face-off, he was talking shit, the press conference, everything, just to hold your hands up the whole fight. I mean, bro, you landed 16 punches. Talked all that shit to land 16 punches. And then there was even this one, like, bro, I gotta look at this. It says, all that talk is bro dick sucking mid-fight. And I mean, I guess Dillon was just in this for the clout and the money. I guess it's pretty obvious from the stuff he did on the build up to the fight, and even the stuff he did during the fight and all his fighting antics during the fight. I mean, he literally laid down in the middle of the ring during the fight. To me, it's just, why do that? Sure, you're gonna get the clout now, you're gonna get the money now, whatever, but bro, I just don't really see that lasting. It would be one thing if he really went in there and him and Logan really went at it. It was an all-out brawl, all-out war, and he lost. It'd be one thing if he did that and he lost. He would still look like a real man at the end of the day, because he went in there, and sure, he may have lost, but he don't just look like somebody who just all talk. But now he just looked like all he do is talk shit, because when he went in there to fight, he didn't do anything. It just looked like he was trying not to get knocked out the whole fight. Sure, he might think he won. You know, he posted this picture of him hitting Logan one time, but it's just like, we'll see how this pans out for Dillon as far as his fame and attention. And the other thing when it comes to Logan is that, see, his reputation has been damaged a lot over the years, but his reputation as far as this Nina stuff was really damaging him a lot. And if he really got embarrassed in this fight, bro, who knows how bad it would have been for him. But he really didn't take that much of a hit to his reputation, because it seemed like he was out there fighting. I mean, based on the fight, it looked like he controlled the pace, he was in charge, he was controlling the fight the whole time, and he won. He was the only person that looked like they wanted to fight that day. I mean, don't get me wrong, people still gonna be on him, but Logan Paul's taking his reputation all the time. I mean, it happens like every few months. So now that he didn't get embarrassed in the ring, what is that gonna do? Nothing. Everything's gonna go right back to normal. So, but all in all, I expected an all-out war, but it was just basically just meh. None but disappointment. But let me know what y'all think about this fight in the comments. What y'all think about this whole build up to this massive disappointment. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Turn on post notifications, share this video. On our road to 1,500 subscribers. Like and sub us so we can get there. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching this video. And thanks to everybody that's been subscribing. I'm out though. Catch you guys next time.